Hi, so I'm Robbie Moore. I'm doing a commentary for the semifinal bout between Alexander Massialas and Alessio Foconi. I've never watched this bout, so this is basically a live in the sense that I've never seen it before and there's not going to be any pauses or anything like that. I'm just going to say what I see. And yeah, so let's just dive right into it. I'm a coach in Germany, and I've been on and off the Portuguese national team for men's foil since 2017. So hopefully I know what I'm talking about, but we'll find out. Alexander just won the World Cup in Tunis, so there would be crazy back-to-back gold. Great counter parry from Foconi. Foconi is baiting the finish from Alexander. Alexander finished. Foconi tried to do a parry repost, and Alexander remised with a stop hit, getting out of there and getting the touch. Well done. Foconi very much likes these small little attacks, which draws out either an attack from his opponent or more often a parry repost, and then Foconi can get the counter parry repost or a parry post in the case that it drew out an attack. So here he is pushing. He loves this little push and the attack. There he did this kind of long lunge, and then when he went for the counter parry post, he didn't stand back up all the way. That long lunge is a way to kind of change it up a little bit. Massialas started the attack, and Foconi just kind of stepped in, forcing the decision, forcing Alexander to finish the attack. And, well, you know, as I said, forcing the decision. Massialas could have gone back, but he decided to finish the attack, and Foconi got a good parry repost. This was just a fight for the middle. Yeah, right off the line. I'm not a fan of these kinds of touches. I prefer when the referees call simultaneous. Referee decided it was Foconi's. You know, Alexander didn't really like that decision. He felt Foconi had his arm back. Whatever. It's always it's kind of a dealer's choice at that point. And in that one, Foconi just got a good counter parry repost, it looked like, in the infighting distance. And great short little attack, beautifully timed, considering how much shorter Foconi is than Massialas. That he got a short attack, basically, against Massialas, who was in the middle of doing a stop hit. Well done. Again, kind of a infighting action there. Foconi is doing a very great job of getting into very close distance. Yeah, he just doesn't go back. He just doesn't go back. Alexander needs to try to keep Foconi at bay. He needs to try to do the... Well, I mean, you know, we'll see. He's the world-class fencer. But, yeah, I think he needs to try to hit from a longer distance. So kind of do slightly more conservative, longer lunges, tip out in front. And if Foconi parries, then go back and deal with it. Then... like that. That's good. That was stepping in with the counterattack. I feel that's very risky. Foconi's got a good counter time, which means he's attacked. When the counterattack comes, he parries and then hits. And he uses the counter to transition into infighting, which he's been beating Alexander on. So it's definitely the right strategy for Alessio so far. There you go. Is to stay very, very close. There he was so close that he could just reach out and beat Massialas's not hidden blade. You know, it was supposed to be absence of blade, supposed to be hidden, but Alessio was just so close it worked. This was a fight for the middle, but Alexander got the parry repost. So Foconi went pretty much straight, and Massialas did a parry post. This is like a similar situation, but Foconi got in there into the infighting distance and managed to get the tip in. Here, Massialas gave up the middle, started moving back, stayed very close. Foconi pulled his arm back for a compound attack, and Massialas was able to step in with a counterattack, and the exact same thing now happened in reverse, where Massialas was pushing forward, Foconi stays close. Massialas kind of misjudges how close Foconi is, or he thinks that if he gets really close, then he can get him with a large angle, and then Foconi manages to counterattack and block him out. Great counter parry from Alexander, and yeah, good dodging from Foconi. You know, kind of positioning his whole body and his mask in such a way that would make it extremely difficult for Massialas to get the angle. And simultaneous attacks, but only one light. It looks like he may have twisted his ankle. I wasn't looking directly at his foot, so I don't know what happened. Or maybe they stubbed toes. He looks like he's rubbing his toe. Sometimes the toe can get bent back. That really sucks. Thankfully, I don't know if it's ever happened to me, but I've done it recently to Daniel Dosha in a competition in Budapest. So sorry, Danny. That was my bad. I didn't mean to. Bent his toe back pretty bad. He still beat me 5-1 though. He's a very great fencer. For me, this is simultaneous. You know, I keep coming back to it. I mean, unless it's very obvious that one fencer is really pulling the arm back, I feel it's simultaneous, because the problem is often when one fencer is pulling the arm back, they are more committed in the attack, which means they're coming forward faster, stronger, in a more committed way. But the other person then is extending the arm straighter. So these two things, in my opinion, should cancel each other out. Well done, Foconi. Good parry repost. Beautiful, beautiful. This time he didn't stay further away, he stayed close, but at the moment of decision, at the moment of acceleration, he didn't step in like he had many times before. He stepped out with a parry repost. And what was so genius about that is that Alexander made a straight attack, which would have defeated Foconi's counterattack. And Foconi's parry repost defeats Massialas' straight attack. So it was just a very good read. Good parry repost from Alexander there. I was too busy talking to really remember the sixth touch, but good job, Alexander. He's making a bit of a comeback here. There you go. That's good little short attacks. That's smart. So I mean, he needs these short attacks. There you go. That's good. That's good. Foconi's not being that aggressive right now. I think he noticed that he can get the touches on defense by kind of cycling through counterattack and parry repost. This is a good straight attack, short attack. It's deceptive. He's deceptively quick. Yeah, okay. I think that was one of the first touches Alexander got in the infighting. Well done. I think he received Foconi's bell guard to the face, though, which is actually an instant red card. But the referees are quite relaxed about that, which I understand. Yeah, this is all about whether or not Alexander got the blade take. Unfortunately, they're not showing us the actions in slow motion. But it seems that Alexander was pushing. They possibly both went for the blade. Yep, probably they were about the same strength on the blade, and so he gives it to Massialas. If Foconi had been stronger on the blade, they would have given it to him. I agree, attack right. See, so that's one where I'm willing to say this is attacking preparation, because Massialas had his arm back, and he was not coming super fast. He was not overly committed, and Foconi did commit with his arm out, which makes him very vulnerable to parry repost. So it's a very good job, Foconi. This is a good attack from Massialas there. And a great attack again from Massialas. A different style. Foconi this time. Before he tried the parry repost, it didn't work, so this time he tried the counterattack. Massialas was ready for it, got the angle, and got him right in the belly. Well done. A great little counter time by Massialas. Massialas is really getting in there with these quicker attacks. So basically, he's managed to neutralize Foconi's counterattacks. Who knows if that's going to hold up, but Foconi was getting a bunch of touches with counterattacks, and Massialas has been able to basically even it out on that touch by getting Foconi to counterattack and then scoring on him, which basically you need to react very well. and read your opponent very well to make that happen. Attack right. I agree. He doesn't. Okay, I see what he's saying. He's saying he's stopping. No, you know, I would love to agree with Massialas, but the refereeing, it just has to be. It has to be consistent. And as I keep saying, this is, if you've watched any of the other commentary videos I've done, this is one of the main points of contention. Is when the attack is slow. Is it an attack? Is it a preparation? I haven't seen attack and preparation be called for when there's two lights in a very, very long time. Unless there's a very clear stop, in which case it's not attack and preparation, it's attack no, attack takes over. Yeah, 1 minute break, which they're skipping it. Oh no, they're not skipping it this time? Okay. Oh, I guess it's because it's Dancing Tuna. Shout out to Dancing Tuna and Drew Strains for getting these videos out. I like that they have this 1 minute break though, because I can kind of catch up a little bit. Yeah, so it seems to me Foconi's counterattacks are not really working that well right now, but also his parry riposts are not really working that well. So I would recommend to him to attack. He also did win the middle just now, so that's gonna make Alexander Massialas hesitant in the middle, because Foconi just got a very classic touch in the middle. So I think that Foconi is going to be able to come out of the gate more confidently, and I think Massialas is not going to challenge him immediately in the middle, and I think Foconi is going to be able to push Massialas back towards his end of the strip, and from there he should try his short little conservative attacks, which have been actually landing right on the first attempt, even though they really don't need to for him. He's more than happy to go into the counter parry from there. Okay, I was wrong, but also I was kind of right in that Foconi again won the middle. So okay, but Alexander has decided that if he goes back, he's dead, and so he needs to win the middle no matter what. So that's what he's trying to do. I don't know what Foconi is unhappy about. Good job, Foconi, regaining the attack. Ooh, close, close. What now? Is he hurt? No, you can't. This is not about stoppage. This is not about. It's yellow card. It's a yellow card. Yellow card. Alexander was in the middle of his attack. And attack right. It was basically attack right. Sorry, what do I mean? Attack right, no. No, sorry. Attack left, no. Attack right, touches. Very good bout, both of them. Yeah, thanks for watching.